Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. State's offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The play action fake. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Bulldozes him. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
First down for this offense. Hands it off. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his man. It's Riley. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Nelson. And with the completion out to the sideline, he'll pick up a couple.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
And the Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Using his legs, it's Rivers. Works it. Stop him at the 27. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turns it on at midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Looking for a man, it's Wood. Fires to the tight end. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep moving. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. 14, Fresno State, 7. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On second down, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Rivers. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. From the gun, the running back looking for room. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Nelson. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? That's caught. It's Gaines. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Broncos are on the move. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Boise State, 21. Fresno State.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Fresno State takes over. The offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Wood. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
2nd down and goal to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown. Fresno State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This time it's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Boise State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups, too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage?
He's loose, and he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Fresno State right back to the line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Wood. Got him downfield. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Barrels ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them out.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back with his long 2nd down. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll try it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Right down the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Fresno State, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Wood. Finds his target down the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Getting some heat. Catch in the middle. It's Rivers. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Yeah, They've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. They push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's... But a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air. It's Wood. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Now 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And that pass intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Looking for a crease to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.